Yo, what's up my people? Kiwami Games here, back at it with another video, and today we have none other than Punk Vampires. Now, yes, I know what you guys are thinking. Who the heck is going to be running vampires in a Kashtira format? And you are all correct. I am out of my mind because right now it is probably the worst time to try to play vampires or any graveyard reliant deck because there's just Kashtira everywhere, like lower platinum ranks, diamond ranks, and of course master rank is just going to be plagued with Kashtira everywhere. But nevertheless, we were able to snatch a couple of wins with this deck. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the replays. And as always my people, if you enjoyed today's video, then please consider dropping a like, because I don't think there's anybody out there as nuts as I am right now in trying to run vampires in a Kashtira format. And if you enjoy the video, then consider subscribing to the kid. I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this madness. Alright my people, welcome to our first replay. And in this replay, we are going to go up against Brooklyn Rage. Now, I don't know if he's really from New York, but I'm from New York, but I'm from Queens. So I got to hold it down for my hood. So let's go. Queens versus the Brooklyn. Let's get it. So first, we're going to special summon Fenrir. Activate Fenrir, searching for the next Fenrir. Normal summon the Almond. The Almond is going to get us the Foxy Tune. Activate the Foxy Tune so that we can special summon the Shadakusai. Then we're going to activate the Shadakusai. We're going to go into our Rising Carp. Alright, get that fish out here. Then we're going to activate the fish. Special summon the Deer Note. Special summon the Wagon. Wagon is going to get our field spell. Then with the level 3 and the level 5, we're going to make that Chaotic Ruler. Alright, let's see if we get lucky with our mills. But before that, we're going to activate the Deer Note, and we're going to activate the Deer Note, and we're going to send the Shadakusai back into our field. Then we get the Talents, we get the Harpy's Feather Duster, the Zombie World, the Foxy Tune, and the Sorcerer. So, kind of sucks to see the Feather Duster out there, but what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to banish the fish so that we can special summon the Foxy Tune. And now with these two level 8 monsters, we're going to go into our Zombie Vampire. We're going to activate the Vampire, send in the Chaos Ruler. Mill 5, we're going to steal his Kashtira Unicorn. Then we're going to banish the Foxy Tune and the Vampire Ghost to bring back our Chaos Ruler. And then we're going to set Call by the Grave, and that's all we wrote. So right now, we got the Shadakusai, which I can use to make an amazing dragon and bounce some cards back. We got the Fenrir that can banish a monster or a card, whatever. And then we also got the Unicorn that can banish nothing because he's gonna kaiju it. So he's gonna activate his own Unicorn, but since he kaiju the Unicorn, I'm gonna Call by the Grave, so that's gonna negate his Unicorn. Alright, and then that's gonna trigger the Fenrir, so I'm gonna banish his Unicorn. He's gonna activate the field spell, but we got the Ash Blossom, so we're gonna negate that. No searching for you. Let him know, man, this is Queens up in here. Okay, and he's gonna normal summon the Side Beast, banishing the Fenrir, so he can make a level 7, so that he can banish this card and draw 2. Then he's gonna hit me with the Swords of Concealing Light, which is actually a great card to go up against Kashtira. So I think, yeah, Swords of Concealing Light could be a card that you guys may consider running. And the reason why I went into the Amazing Dragon, even though it's gonna get flipped down, is because I wanted it to draw a card. So since we pay life points, we get to draw a card due to the Jam Extreme section. Okay, now we're going to normal summon our Fenrir. And then I'm going to banish the Swords of Concealing Light. So now I can flip my monsters back up. Okay, so we're going to activate the Zombie Vampire, banish, mill some more cards, get our Zen Almond. Zen Almond is going to get our Deer Note. Then I'm going to activate the Field Spell. Alright, and then we're going to bring back our Foxy Tune. And then now with the Z Almond and the Fenrir, we can make a Baron the Floor. Alright, and then the Baron the Floor is going to pop his field spell. We're going to set that Book of Moon. And we still got Disruption, so that's all I'm trying to do with this deck. I'm trying to build a good amount board that will enable me to have some good interactions and some good distractions. So right now I Book of Moon his Fenrir, and that puts a stop to his turn. Alright, and then now I can kick his ass with the vampire cards. So we're going to go into our little vampire combo. Okay, we're going to get our Void. Okay, now we're going to make a vampire sucker. And then now, since we haven't used up our normal summon, and then we got the sorcerer in the graveyard, we can activate the sorcerer. Now we can normal summon Void without having to pay tribute. And then we're going to steal his ogre. And then using his ogre and the kaiju, we're going to make our Dampier. And now with the Dampier, we can get rid of his Fenrir. And now it's free real estate for us to lethal him. And Void gets the finishing touch. And that's how we do it, baby. Queen's up in the house. Sorry, Brooklyn. Better luck next time. Alright, my beautiful people. Welcome to our second replay. And we're going to go up against Kashtira one more time. So we opened up with the Jam Extreme section. So we're going to activate it. Then we're going to normal summon our Zeamen. Pay 600 life points so that we can search for a Punk monster. But we're going to get hit with the Ash Blossom. But we got the Call by the Grave. So we're going to give Shorty the finger. And we're going to send her right into the Banished Realm. Alright, so with the Zeamen, we're going to get our Sharakusai. And then since our opponent activated a monster effect, we can also activate our Triple Tactics Talent. And we drew into Kurikara. And we drew into Vampire Ghost and Deer Note. So we're going to activate the Deer Note's effect. Send the Shurikazai to the graveyard so that we can special summon the Deer Note. And then with the level 3 and the level 5, we're going to make that level 8 Chaotic Ruler. Then we're going to activate the Deer Note so that we can special summon the Sharakuzai back into our field. Alright, we're going to hit an Italy, Foolish Burial, Familiar, Triple Tactics Talent, Deer Note. Not the best, not the best. Alright, so he's going to get the Kashtira Birth. He's going to normal summon the Rice Heart. He's going to banish some cards, get his Unicorn. So he banished Crossout Designator. He banished my Call by the Grave and my Harpy's Feather Duster. Alright, and now before he goes into any crazy XZ plays or anything like that, I'm going to go into my Amazing Dragon. So now I can bounce back some cards. Alright, so we bounce back his Fenrir and we bounce back his Unicorn. And because I did activate a monster effect, so he can banish now a card from my extra deck. And he goes for the fish, he goes for the Rising Carp. And then because we activated Spell a Trap, he can banish cards from my graveyard due to the Kashtira Birth effect. Then he's going to get the Triple Tactics Trust. He's going to search for the Talent, and then the Talent, he's going to snatch my monster. Which I think was kind of like a misplay on his part. I feel like he should have either drawn 2 cards or he should have looked into my hand. But whatever. Alright, so first we're going to activate the Amazing Dragon. And this is just to kind of fetch out any negates or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to bring back the Deer Note. We're going to activate the Foxy Tune. We're going to special summon the Zeamen. And since I have Kurikara, so I'm just trying to bait everything. Trying to get all of his monsters to activate. Alright, and now since the Fenrir activated his effect, I can go into my Vampire play. Alright, and now we got way more than lethal, so that's all he wrote. And Void once again with the final blow. And that's how you do it, man. We just, as long as we don't give them the opportunity or the chance to go into a Rice Heart, we would have a pretty good chance to win most of our games. But if we allow them to get a Rice Heart out onto the field, then it's going to be like impossible most of the time for us to win. But let's keep it going. Alright, my people, welcome to game number 3. And this time we are going to go second. So our opponent, I guess, didn't have the best hands, but he is playing Kashtira. He even got the sleeves and everything, so he ain't afraid to hide it. So we're gonna activate emergency teleport. Then he's gonna activate the Book of Moon. Okay, I'm gonna normal summon Banshee. And then he's gonna hit me with the evenly matched. So I'm just gonna set imperm, and then that's all we wrote. Alright, now he's got his field spell, but I'm gonna hit him with the Ash Blossom to prevent him from searching for a Kashtira monster. Alright, but he still got the Rice Heart, so now he's going. Now here with the Rice Heart, whenever they summon Rice Heart, if we have imperm, I think we should negate them before he activates, because upon activating he can banish the unicorn. So now if he has a Kashtira Birth or any of his other Kashtira spell cards, he's going to be able to bring this unicorn back onto the field. So I think that as soon as they normal summon or special summon the Rice Heart, it's probably best to negate it instantly, so that way they don't get to banish a card and then they don't get to bring it back. But lucky for us, he didn't have the best opening hand, so he didn't have the Kashtira Birth or anything like that. So we now normal summon our Wagon, and we're going to get our Jam Extreme section. He's going to hit us with the Draw and Lock Burst. Okay, so now with the level 4 and the level 3, we're going to make our Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Then I'm going to activate Banshee so that I can get our Zombie World onto the field. And the reason I did this is because of Red Eye's effect. So whenever this card destroys a zombie monster on the field, then you can special summon a zombie monster to your side of the field. So sometimes the Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon can help you to OTK, because you can do all of this in the damage step. So we bring back his Rice Heart, and then I'm gonna banish Fenrir so that I can banish 3 cards from his deck, just to try to cripple him as much as I can. Alright, then he's got the Kaiju, but that's all he wrote. So I don't know, maybe he didn't build his deck very optimally, but yeah, or I just got lucky, he bricked the line. But anyways, a win is a win, man. We're playing vampires. A win is a win. Let's keep it moving. Alright everybody, welcome to the decklist portion of the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around with me. I greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, very quickly, let's just jump right into the decklist. So we're running 1 Vampire Familiar, we're running 2 Kurikaras, 1 Vampire Retainer, 3 Ash Blossoms, 1 Sharakusai, 1 Wagon, 3 Zet Amen. We got 2 Vampire Ghost, 1 Vampire Sorcerer, 1 Necroworld Banshee, 1 Vampire Fraulein. We got 2 Deer Notes. We got 2 Kashtira Fenrir. We got 1 Vampire Void. We got 2 Foxy Tunes. We got 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Triple Tactics Talent, 2 Triple Tactics Thrust, 2 Zombie World, 1 Jam Extreme Section, 2 Book of Moon, 2 Emergency Teleport, 2 Called by the Grave, 2 Infinite Impermanence, and 1 Vampire Domination. Then we have 1 Ukiyo-e Rising Carp. We got 1 Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon, 1 Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, 1 Baron de Fleur, 1 Ukiyo-e Amazing Dragon, 1 Psychic and Punisher, 1 Vampire Sheridan, 1 Zombie Vampire, 1 Zeus, 1 Linkaribo. We got 2 Vampire Suckers, 1 Vampire Fascinator, 1 Yuki Onna, 1 Underworld Goddess. Now, the Yuki Onna, you can probably replace it for any other extra deck monster that you may see more suitable. Because of the Arise Heart, you know, a lot of cards are not going to be activating in the graveyard, and for her to negate, you know, you need something to activate in the graveyard. So as much as I love this card, I might have to cut it for something that might be of more value. And the Zeus over here, you can try to make it with either the Zombie Vampire or Vampire Sheridan, but whoops, didn't mean to go back. But I was actually testing Change of Heart. So with Change of Heart, you know, I was testing Change of Heart where I can kind of steal their Arise Heart with the Change of Heart and then attack with the Arise Heart and make my Zeus. So that's one thing that you can do with the Zeus. Some other cards that I was running were the Vampires, this one right here, the Vampire's Domain. I decided to cut it because it kind of contradicts the Psychic and Punisher. Because this card right here, whenever my vampire monsters attack, I gain life points. But I was just trying to use this sort of like as an extender if I need to do 2 normal summons in 1 turn. And I'm not running any of the other vampire cards because the deck is really tight. In this format, you really have to make your deck like 100% consistent, and it just really has to be a spot on, because right now everything matters. Like whatever you draw, everything is just gonna matter in this particular meta with Kashtira, and also with the Pearlies. Like Pearly was a disaster going up against. But yeah, those were just some cards that I was running. I was also running a cross-out designator, and the reason why I was running the designator is because of Max C. So I was running 1 Max C and 1 cross-out designator because this deck can kind of lose to Max C as you special summon a whole bunch of monsters. So that's why I have 3 Ash Blossoms and 2 Call by the Graves, just in case if I get Max C on turn 1. Then the Fenrir is just an amazing extender. You know, almost every deck is running a Fenrir, and I think it's really important to run a Fenrir also because my Punk monsters are level 3 tuners, so it makes it really easy to go into Baron de Fleur if anything. And then the Sorcerer and the Banshee with any of the level 3 Punk monsters can get you your Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. And as I mentioned, this card is when another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. So sometimes it can help you to OTK. depending on what monster you bring back and depending on how many bodies you have on the field. And then the Book of Moon is just really great against Kashtira. You want to flip your monsters face down, and that will, you know, prevent them from doing anything. Other than that, the thrust, I was running it at 1, but I wasn't seeing it a whole lot, so I bumped it to 2. But with the thrust, I was searching for the talents, and I was also searching for the change of heart. So those are some cards that you can kind of tech in there. Also with the thrust, maybe you can tech a Raigeki or something like that as well. That can kind of fuck up Kashtiras. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Like I said, right now it's probably not the best time to try and play vampires or zombies or any graveyard reliant decks, but you know what can we do? Vampires, bro, I just can't put them down. So I really wanted to test things out in this format, but you know, surprisingly we were able to win some games, but we sure as hell lost more than we won. So we'll see. Maybe I will tweak the deck a little bit, and depending on what happens in the meta and stuff like that, but anyways, that's the video, that's the deck list. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, leave it down in the comments down below, and I will get to you as soon as I can. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I know I haven't been uploading as much as I used to, but as I mentioned before, you know, I'm getting ready to be a father, so all of my time has been going to my family. But I do appreciate everybody that stops by to check me out and to check out my videos. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. Continue to have an amazing day, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Kiwami Games, peace out.